If you work hard while everyone else is resting, for some reason that work you do is double as powerful. It's almost like God is watching the world and he has a big pile of benefits. And he's sitting there looking down on earth and he's saying, who's doing work right now so I can give them some benefits? And on a normal day, X amount of billion people are doing work, so he hands out some benefits. But on a day when everyone else is being lazy, when you do work, when he divvies up the benefits for the work, you're going to get more for it. If I were to ask you, what did you do with the days between Christmas and New Year last year? You wouldn't even be able to tell me. They were so unremarkable, you wasted them. And the reason you are wasting them is as follows. You're a d***head and you're an idiot. A little worm in the dirt. You're just in the dirt. Perhaps a bird will eat you. You're small and you're slimy. You smell and you're ugly and you're stupid. Girls are not amazed by you. In fact, when a female's forced to lay her eyes upon you, she usually considers you staff. Can you get me a coffee? She doesn't look at you and beg for your sons. Hey, I'll take you out.
I'm actually pretty funny.
You're all losers. And I'll tell you why. You believe you can waste the following days because you think, these people at home think, that they've had a hard year. If I were to ask you what you did this year, it would boil down to basically, I managed to pay my rent. I managed to eat food most days. I've achieved a lot this year. I even managed to save a little bit of money. You managed to find a place to sleep, eat, stay warm, and you did it for a whole year and you think you achieved things. Guess what else out there managed to stay alive for a year and eat and not die? A worm! You don't need days off. You've achieved nothing. You've done nothing! Nothing. And even after up for a whole year, you think you need rest. You don't need rest. What you need is work. You need it more than ever. You need it right now. For some reason, you're at home. You're insignificant. Nobody cares. And it bothers me that you're at home and you're such an insignificant loser when you could be something so great. You should know better. So you don't need these days off. Because I know most of you struggle with the basic tenet of dedication and motivation and concentration. Your mind has been assassinated by the algorithms. You sit there, TikTok, 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 TikTok. Girl on Instagram, hi. She doesn't reply because she's a loser. TikTok, TikTok. I'm motivated, I want to be better. Okay, you have to do this, it's really hard. Oh, no. TikTok. You have TikTok mind. Your mind's been fried like a fried egg. The average man in the world today, what he does is, he starts something, and then he stops when it's hard. So he's like a little girl. Starts, then it gets hard. This is hard. And then he goes back to TikTok brain. Oh, I tried. I tried, it's hard. Like a little 9-year-old girl. So instead, you have to be a man. And when a man says he's going to do something, he does it even if it's hard. I'm not going to start and stop and then wait till I feel like doing it again, then starting again, then stopping again. That's gay. Oh, but I need time to myself. Oh, but it's the evening. Or, it's hyper competitive. There's a guy in Islamabad who'll do your job online for $3 an hour and he doesn't sleep. You're going to lose. If you just want to relax, that's fine. But you're competing against people who just don't want to relax. You're going to lose. If you were to take somebody who says, I'm doing my best, I'm really trying, and you were to get an exact schedule of their last week and find all the times they've wasted time, most of those people are not even self-reflective enough to go, you're right, I'm not trying my best. You know what they'd say? Well, I have to have a social life. I have to, oh, you're crazy. And then they go back to being a loser. They don't give a solitary fuck. And even if you pointed it out to them, they'd sit there and go, oh yeah, and they'd make some excuse for it. So if you're not the person who's waking up every day going, how do I improve my existence? Then nobody on the planet is considering improving your one spin on Earth. So if you don't care, then you're f***ed. I don't believe there's a person on the planet who pays attention, tries their best, works hard, has a mentor, and is giving it his all, who isn't rich. And if you don't have any money, you're missing one of those key elements. Now, you can fool yourself and you can fool everyone else, but if you're truly honest with yourself, am I finding people who are trying to teach me what I want to know, and am I trying my best? Think about it. Have you ever been to the gym and seen a person in fantastic physical condition, and you say to them, how did you get so big and strong? And they say, I don't know. God is watching, and he rewards those who want it the most. If you want it the most, you can have it. Every dollar you want, the house you want, the car you want, other people want. You have to want it the most and genuinely do your best, because most people aren't capable of doing their best anymore. That is the secret. You cannot fail if you try your best. Let me tell you a life hack to be good at absolutely anything. This allows you to go through life and be as competitive as possible. Anything you do, you will be good at. You can be good at figure skating. You can be good at suffering. You can be good at going to jail. You can be good at chess. You can be good at boxing. You can be good at getting women. You can be good at anything. I'm about to tell you a life hack that makes you a fearsome competitor in all realms of human endeavor. The key to being good at things is to enjoy them. If you enjoy something, you're automatically better at it. If you enjoy running, when you get out of breath and get really tired, you don't feel like quitting. You get endorphins. You're like, yeah, I'm setting a good pace. This is really hard. I'm really suffering. And the endorphins help you keep pushing further, and you do better. By enjoying the run, you run further. And by extension, if you force yourself to enjoy everything and find it fun, you're automatically good at it. You become good at everything. What's so amazing about this is the gift that God has given us. To become good at everything, you don't have to suffer. You don't have to be stressed and miserable. To be good at everything, you don't have to sit there worried. To be good at everything, you have to enjoy your life. You have to just decide to enjoy everything you're going to do. I'm going to do something because I have to do it. I have to go to work because I have to make money. So I'm going to enjoy it. All of a sudden, you're going to become very good at work, and I can get promoted. Then you're going to get paid more money. You're going to go to work anyway. So if you're going to go to work anyway, why not enjoy the work? And by extension, if you're going to enjoy the work, now you also are better at the work. There is no downside. This is a life hack. You can't lose. This is win, 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 win. Do not do things you enjoy. Enjoy all things you do. Force yourself to. And you will see, not only are you happier, not only is your life better, not only do you have less negative organs, not only are you smiling more, not only are you attracting more positivity into your life, not only are all the people around you liking you more because you're more interesting and more positive and a happier person, but even better, you are now good. You are now more competitive. You're now more fearsome opponent in every single thing you are doing. You are now better at everything you're doing. And you get all the benefits of that. Better at making money, better at running, better at chess, better at jail, whatever it is. So, if you catch yourself doing something and you're not enjoying it, you're making a mistake. Force yourself to love it. And you're going to see how magical life can be. You're going to see how quickly the entire world can turn around by simply enjoying yourself. How fantastic a person you become, and how fantastic your life becomes, and what fantastic results you get to. Because if you're truly depressed with your situation, if you're truly unhappy with it 24/7, like you should be, you won't stay there. You'll get out. And that's what most of you are doing. And that's why year after year, nothing remarkable happens in your life. Let me repeat that. Nothing remarkable happens in your life. If you were to tell me your best story from this last year, not only would I not be entertained, I would likely be offended and bored. Did you go to a club? Did you go party? Did you go on holiday? Whoa, crazy. You've wasted another year, and God knows it. Which is why, for Christmas, you're gonna get nothing but socks, and you're gonna stay a fuck up until you do something about it. If I just sit and wait long enough, God will give me what I want. No, He won't, because you're on the naughty list. God decides who gets what, and it's very simple. I have never seen somebody in my entire life want something and not get it. I've seen people say, yeah, I want to get bigger, and not get bigger. But I've never seen somebody go to the gym, train hard, eat right, every day, not get bigger. So the guy who actually wanted it gets exactly what he wanted. The universe is super giving. The universe will make you big, strong, famous, and rich. You can have everything you've ever desired if you actually want it. But if you don't actually want it, it's not going to give it to you, because you cannot fool the universe and you cannot fool God. That ain't going to work. It's never going to work. So people sit and they try and conflate the issue to avoid the hard work because they're cowards or they're lazy, and they sit there and go, oh, there must be some other way. There isn't. And even if there was, the hard workers would have found it, and they'd be doing it with hard work applied on top anyway, so it still wouldn't work for a fucking loser. Going to the gym is a search for truth. Because you can either lift that bar or you can't. When you train yourself to become more capable, that is a search for truth. Money that you make, they can take it off you, yes, but when you dedicate yourself to money, you can call that real, you can spend it, you can take care of people you love. Those are real things. But if you want to be an honest person or a good person, perhaps these are the most important things you can actually do with your day. It's train, it's dedicate yourself, work hard, make money, love those you love, because so much of the world is garbage. If you scroll Twitter, every single person is full of shit. Every single person picks and chooses. But if you go to the gym and you lift that weight, you get stronger. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't simplicity beautiful to say, the world is so complicated, but if I go to the gym and I lift this weight, I get stronger? Isn't that enough to give you some peace, for you to wake up and think, I'm going to dedicate myself and I'm going to train and I'm going to get stronger tomorrow because I trained today and I didn't want to train, but I did it anyway. And now I'm stronger than I was. And that is 100% definitively true. No maybes, no ifs, no buts. It is a fact that I have made a reality myself. I can force this outcome, and forced outcomes are what you're always looking for in life. You should be sitting here saying, okay, if I go out and party tonight, 10 things can happen. I can get in a fight and die. I can get in a fight and win and get a good KO video that makes me famous on the internet, but I catch a criminal case and I go to jail for 6 years. I can meet a beautiful woman and she can break my heart and waste my time. I can get drunk for no reason. I can have a great time, etc. There's a whole bunch of outcomes. But if you say I go to the gym and I lift those weights, what happens? I get stronger. It's a forced move. It's a forced move, and it's a universal truth. I am going to try, as I optimize my life, to not only always look for forced moves, but also to be looking for the truth of all things. And I think that's what I love so much about competition, because competition is a search for truth. Who's better? Search for truth is a very beautiful thing. How do you feel? I feel busy. Yeah, but are you happy? I'm busy. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm busy. And that's the purpose of man. Why is any of the other men watching this waking up each day if they're not trying to get strong, get rich, and fight their enemies? What the fuck are you waking up for? What are you waking up for if you're not thinking, I need to be stronger, I need to be richer, and I need to engage the enemy? What do you want to do? You want to go on a boat and then take Instagram pictures and talk about how you're a boss? You should hit the gym, you should get as strong as possible, you should then decide you need to make some money. Once you've got money in the bank, you need to find an enemy worth engaging. When I said earlier, you can't love something unless you hate, you can also apply that to, as a man, you can't love anything unless you're capable, which means you need to hate the fact that you're incapable of certain things. You can't be rich unless you hate being broke. Everyone wants things. Wanting things is not the same as being dedicated towards something. Dedication is action. It doesn't matter. Everyone wants shit. When you dedicate yourself to something, only then will God give it to you. So unless you hate being broke, you'll never be rich. And I'll tell you why. Because poor people will say, man, I really want to be rich. And then for 3 days, they'll try. But the majority of the time, they're actually happy being broke. They're happy playing a video game, eating some ramen, and sitting around with their friends. So they only feel temporarily motivated to escape the trap. But most of the time, they're happy to be exactly where they are, which is why they'll stay exactly where they are. They don't hate being broke. I had permanent insomnia when I was poor. I was like, there must be a way. I'm missing something. So unless you hate being poor, you're not going to love being rich enough to ever get there. As a man, if you want to even be able to show love to the world, you need to be extremely capable of so many things. Why, when a little loser with no money tells a girl, I love you, why doesn't she care? Because it doesn't mean anything. Because even if you love her, if she needs a hospital bill paid, you can't pay it. If she needs defending on the street, you can't defend her. If she needs her problems fixed, you can't fix them. So your love means nothing. When the big, strong, rich, important billionaire says he loves her, it matters. So if you're a man and you say, oh yeah, I love my family, but you're not rich, not really. Because if you really loved them, you'd be trying your very best to be as capable as possible of taking care of them. If you love them, you'd be working your ass off. You love your family, but you're broke playing video games. You don't love them. You're not allowed to love things as a man unless you have things. So if you want to tell a woman you love her and see her eyes light up, if you want to tell your parents you love them and then be able to relax in old age, all of that's going to happen when you get big, strong, and rich. But when you're a brokey, your love means nothing. Your loyalty means nothing. Why do I need the loyalty of a man who's so weak that if I'm attacked on the street, he can't help me? Andrew, I'm loyal to you. Okay, we're under attack. It's a street fight. I'm getting stabbed. And you're standing there pissing your pants. What does your loyalty mean? This is how the world works as a man. So if you're the kind of man who is not dedicated and not motivated to permanently become as strong and rich as possible, you're not even capable of being loyal to or loving anything.